Guys, beer, sports. Join Sean and Brad as they talk about sports and share a beer. From the east coast of Canada to the west coast of the United States. Over to you, boys.
What's up, everybody? It's Sean, Brad, Guys Beer Sports. I'm back again. What's up with you?
Well,
Sean,
even though it's guys,
jewelry on again.
all the jewelry on, it's Guys Beer Sports. I'm drinking wine. I'm messing it all up, bro.
We're all over the place today. We are we're on a bit of a scheduling snafu, so by the time you're here, a lot will have happened. So take that with a grain of salt. We're not complete Neanderthals, but here we are. So we're a little bit in front of everything. We've seen Monday night, so we know what happens there. The rest of the week is up for grabs. So a couple things to talk about, and then we'll get down the road. First and foremost, thanks to our sponsors, Flyers Brewery, corner of Highway 20 and Woodby up here in Woodby. Go by and see them, get a growler, get some cans. They've got all the beers on tap. Holler at them. Food specials, best place to watch a game, in my opinion, on the island. So go see them. Shout out
no doubt.
Bodega Brawl. Check our friends out at Bodega Brawl. It's the best card game that you'll never forget. It's coming for the number one spot.
Played it. Unbelievable. So happy. So happy.
Yeah, loved it. It's a hit in my house. So I'm going to buy it for all my friends, especially the ones that have kids that are in that, 6 to 12-year-old range. It's good for dudes is playing. You can play with your spouse. You can, it's a funner game than you would imagine. So you'll see them, pick it up, tell them we sent you. Have a good time.
Hey, big shout out to Smooth My Balls. Make sure you get that all taken care of down there because it's all good to go down there. The resty is good to go for the rest of the day. So go to www.smoothmyballs.com/guysbeersports.com in order to get your 15% off on all your manscaping needs. They're there to catch what you can't control.
Yeah. You got a routine? You have a routine for your manscaping needs? I'm gonna make you spit wine all over the camera at one point. This way, every time you take a drink, you're gonna.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I was pretty much just to roll the beard out and just keep going. But now since I moved here down to the 6, it's become a little bit more groomed, I guess, of all everywhere. Even my mustache is even much more. It's much more presentable. I look much more presentable.
You do. It's amazing the gap that you have between your nose and your top of your lip is impressive.
It's hard, man.
It's a real gap right there. I feel like you could put your finger in that gap and still see your mustache. Yep, that's a real gap. You got a tulip there. That's what it looks like.
I don't mind it though, man. It looks good. It looks good.
No, it does. You do. You look groomed.
Groomed. Yes, that's the word.
Yeah, you look
man.
groomed.
All right, lots to get into. I wanted to touch quickly on the title fight. Quickly. AL Wildcard is in full effect. By the time you guys hear it, it's going to be pretty much done. But if you've been paying attention,
it might be. By the time you hear this, it's be the last day of the baseball season. So
that's exactly it. By the time you hear it, last game of the baseball season, then there's going to be either some different possibilities here. Either it's going to be 3-way tie. Either it's going to be, as Brad pointed out, a 5-way tie, or somebody all alone is going to clinch it and have to play the one wild card game. But either way, we're looking. Yeah, I'm down for 164 games.
Yeah, I would love to see a 4-way tie. That's the dream goal is 4-way.
All right, Brad. That's I don't have enough Alka-Seltzer. I don't have enough. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't handle that.
You know me, I like to see weird stuff. I like to see the once in a while, doesn't happen often things. I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's memorable, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, when your team's involved, I'm surprised how calm you are because, I'm
playing with house money right now. The Mariners I mean, they just have to win 3 games, 3 of the next 5, and they could finish with 90 wins. That's preposterous. If you told me if you told me that they could have won 80 games this year, I'd have been happy, right? Like,
well, it's the same thing.
Above 500 is a real thing. So,
same thing with the Jays, though. The Jays were supposed to take, okay, maybe they're going to take this next leap, but it's like the pitching is young, the team is young, but that team is gelling. It's like they're doing really well. Minnesota
all this to get whomped by Tampa Bay.
This is it, right? Like you're gonna have to face either Boston or
I'm not afraid of Boston. If you're a wild card team and you draw Boston, man, hallelujah. Like that's whatever, right? Like take that. But man,
but you're right. You earn the right to go up against Tampa, and I'm hoping it's the Jays in Tampa. I think that makes it for a really good storyline.
Oh, sure. I'm
still
to your thievery. Malarkey.
Well, here's the thing. Seattle doesn't even deserve to be there, in my opinion. With that run score differential in the negatives, I mean, come on. What a joke of a team.
That just speaks to how well they win one-run games.
Exactly it.
All it is.
I say, but you know what? I'm gonna take that back. It's not a joke of a team because you're winning games even though you're not scoring the runs. But look at the Jays. We're like one of the top run score differentials, and we're in this dogfight. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And what's getting me, like, I don't know how it is there in Seattle, but what's getting me is that these boys are swinging. Like, they're aggressive. They're swinging at the first pitches on everything. But their batting averages are up.
Mitch Haniger had 2 3-run home runs last night. 2.
That's awesome. Like, how often does that happen, right, in the game?
Mitch.
Yeah. Well, the thing, though, your team is very good. Like, I'm hearing about them in the highlights. They're in everything. I mean, but you have a look at that run score differential. It doesn't make any sense until you just said what you said, one-run games.
Yeah, they're at minus 52 for the run differential.
Yeah. And I think they're one of the only vying teams in a playoff hunt.
They're 8-2 in the last 10, which is the hottest.
I know.
So
super hot.
Behind the Cardinals.
Well, no, minus St. Louis. That's right. Minus the Cardinals.
But still, 8-2 in your last 10 at this stage is, they actually have a better record, or they have more wins away than they do at home. So
crazy stuff.
It's a wild
thing. Hey, did you catch those? You catch those fights? Catch those fights this weekend?
Caught some of them. It's college football season, so that's where I was living.
Keeping it real there. Man, our boy Brian Ortega got outclassed, right?
Man, the card just didn't appeal to me on like a level that I was going to pay to go watch it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ended up watching.
There was better things to watch, so I'm just. It was
that's it.
At best.
There was baseball on. It's like
it sounds like John Jones versus the Vegas PD was a better fight. So
true, man. That guy is just, man. He's a lost soul right now. I don't know what he's looking for.
How coked up do you have to be to headbutt a cop car?
Oh no, it's bad. Yeah, and it's not the first time.
Asking for a friend. No.
Asking for a friend. I feel sorry for him at this point now, though. Like the first time is shocking. Then now it's like, what's going on, man? Because you have everything.
I don't feel sorry. He's making his own choices. He's a grown man.
I totally agree with you. But like, there has to be something that's
in this day and age. You have the resources to get help if you want it. He doesn't want the help.
That's it. Go get some help,
or don't take your millions of dollars that you've made and go live like Darryl Strawberry. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sad story, but at the end of the day, right? It's all about freedom of choice, and
it is a sad story. I mean, I get to what you're getting at, but it's just like, what's tormenting you that much that
I just don't
love yourself?
I don't feel bad for him. It's sad, but I don't in any way pity him because it's all self-produced.
Yeah, I hear that.
Maybe he's got some CTE stuff, right? There's got to be something.
There's something.
He's got something going on.
Because like this is especially when you're that talented and you're just throwing it away. I don't know. Like,
Yeah. Think about how crazy it is. He is regarded as the best pound per pound fighter ever, right?
Yeah. Listen, I mean, all
And
jokes aside,
he's missed 6 years of his prime.
that's it. All jokes aside, you have to think that too, because his record is phenomenal, and he's been put in wars. Yeah, and
everyone they build to defeat him, and everyone they like, oh, this is the John Jones killer. He just comes out and walks right through him.
And then you sit there and like you said, you've missed 6 years of your career. Can you imagine where you'd be at this point?
Yeah, just think about how terrible Daniel Cormier has to feel that he was like, hey, bro, I went and celebrated my birthday 4 nights before the fight, and I was doing coke and banging hookers while you were in training camp, and I still whomped your ass in 3 minutes. Just think about that. You just think about you trained like you're a professional. You went 8 weeks and you went hard, and like you hated this guy and you were in it. And that guy was so lackadaisical about his training that 4 nights before the fight, he took it off and went out and did whatever he did, and then still came in and whipped your ass. Like that's how good he is. He's like those stories that you hear about those 80s hockey players that were just getting drunk and high. It's like going out and playing, you know? Just know what we know about Lawrence Taylor. Even if half that's true, it's still wild, right? Like,
it's crazy. Oh man. No.
All that stuff was in a different time.
Yeah. So your boy Nick Diaz there, was it Nate? Nate was fighting. No, it was Nick. It was Nick that was fighting. That's bull.
I think it's Nick, because I think Nate's on the card here soon.
Yeah. So Nick got knocked out by Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
Crazy. I did not see it. Neither of us saw that.
No, didn't see it. It was a long time for me to think that Diaz brother was going to get knocked out.
Yeah. I don't think any of them has ever been knocked out.
Yeah, not that I
either
remember.
one.
They're usually warriors. They're not in the ring anyway. Maybe on the street they have, but
even then, do you think I would never want to face them on the street? They just seem that, you know.
I mean, part of them.
Man.
They're just crazy like that.
Yeah. I was just thinking about is it Nick who fought Conor McGregor? Nick Diaz?
Yeah.
That burn he put on Conor McGregor there. That's like one of the greatest statements I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. That's real.
Did you ever hear that one?
I don't know. Tell the viewers.
Oh my God. I'm not going to do it any real justice here, but you're going to have to look it up there. And it was I don't know if it was the first or the second fight that they fought each other. And Conor McGregor, he's got the mouth, he keeps going. And Nick just came back. And Nick is not the greatest orator, I don't think. I think he does his talking with his fists, but Conor McGregor hired some guy to do some sort of, I don't know, slap thing. They were doing this slap thing in the park or just tap dancing in the park or whatever in order to get his speed up. And he goes, I don't get it, man. I'm here training and you're playing slap ass in the park with this guy. I was like, I was just watching it the other day and I'm there going, that's right, man. After watching Conor McGregor's crazy pitch there in one of those games, was it the Cubs? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So that happens when a suit that's 2 sizes too small for you.
That's crazy. All right. Hey,
man, Conor wishes he was big so bad. Like,
he's got little man syndrome. He does.
Oh man, he's got to drive like just jacked up. Everything he buys, he has to put like a lift kit on it so he feels bigger. I swear to God, he's got a lift kit on his Bentley. Got a 6-inch lift on his Bentley, so he has to climb into it so he feels more like a man.
That pitch was terrible. I don't know. Do you ever see that one where he was playing with the mountain? Like he was doing some sparring with the mountain when he was getting ready to fight Jose Aldo. And I'm like, man, you really think you're sparring with the mountain? You're not sparring with the mountain. You're not sparring with Bythor. Bythor will sit on you and then you be finished. That's it.
You just catch one of those meat hooks to the side of the face and then the end of your career.
playing
That's
with
the thing
you.
about them guys. He's like, oh, like, yeah, and I'm sure Connor's tough and whatever, right? But
I'm not going to take anything away from him.
I'd take his lunch money. Shit about Connor.
And if he gets you one good time, I mean, I truly believe he's
if
got.
he gets you one good time, guess what? I can also hold him by the forehead. This is a reach. What's he gonna do? Punch me in the tricep?
He's going to talk to you in some sort of Gaelic language.
Maybe.
Get very upset.
Listen, I'm gonna palm his little head, and then as he swings at my tricep, I'm just gonna insert his forehead into my knee.
All right. Well, first off, I would
never get a hold of
apologize. I would apologize to our Irish listeners. I understand that Connor is a god over there, but
No, dude, just apologize to short people or short men. You should be apologizing to. No reach having ass.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh, okay. All right. This is a good day. This is a good day.
Connor's got a 28-inch reach and he's gonna try to come talk some shit. You better get a ladder. Fucking jump to punch me. Come on now.
You're feeling some ways about this, Brad. You're feeling some
5'7" McLucky Charm having ass. Will Conor McGregor destroy me in a UFC ring? Absolutely. If I see him on the street, probably not.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick my fingers up his nose and hold him at bay while I smash. Like, what are we doing here? We're not fighting with rules. Like, kick him in the nuts. I'm afraid of Conor McGregor.
Just remember, everything you could do. Well, he can't get up to your nose, probably. Everything else.
You know what I'm saying? What's he gonna do? That's it. I'm not saying that about John Jones or Gainer Cormier or any of them other dudes. Like, you know, if they're 5'10" or bigger, then I'm not talking to them because that's scary. But 5'7" Connor, come on, bro.
And you know you would get kicked in the legs.
Any guy whose weight class is what I can curl is out. Like, I'm good. Like, come on now. Come on.
Yeah, all right. Again, Irish listeners, we love you guys.
Listen, if
listening.
you think it's a sacrilege that I'm saying that Conor McGregor,
not at all. No.
You're apologizing.
Not at all.
Don't apologize to me. I can curl
not
him. Like, I
apologizing.
can grab him by the waist and the neck in just one of his fancy suits and just curl him.
Just what?
Are you afraid of that guy? Come on now.
That's what I think. I'm not afraid. I'm always saying about being afraid. I'm just trying to veer off. Next thing I know, you bring it right back in.
Well, stop apologizing for what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not apologizing for what you're saying. I'm actually I love the honesty. I love it. It's just that we do have some Irish listeners. I don't know what they're going to think about.
I didn't say you're the nationalist, not me. I didn't say all.
So now it's America versus Ireland? Okay.
No, it's not. You're making that. It's me versus Connor. It's all.
What? Oh, Brad, this is why I love you. This is why I love you. Huh? I know.
I love Ireland.
Hey, you're Seattle Kraken. You're Kraken won their first.
We're in this thing. Yeah, that's a real thing there, right? The Kraken. At first,
they won their first preseason game.
We're gonna lose this at 5-3. Look at that. Amazing.
Yeah, they look good. They look good.
Yeah.
You might have a team on your hands
for the first 3 years, and then downhill it goes.
Next week, everybody stick around. We're going to have a special new segment going to be coming in. I just had no time to write this out, but it is going to be, I want this segment to at least run once a month, and we're going to be talking about different sports and rules, and we're going to call it a quiz show. Mm-hmm. So next week, the quiz will be on CFL rules and saying, Brad, how do you know the CFL? Wait for it next week.
Ask me if it's a real rule or not?
Yes.
That's the thing. All right.
Yes. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
But anyways,
that's it. I'm not going to talk to CFL right now because sports is on overload right now. Overload.
Is CFL even going?
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah. Don't you worry. Yeah. Don't you worry.
I promise you, I am not.
I know. Not when you have this kind of competition happening in the NFL. Did you see this? Did you see this happening to Tampa, to Kansas City? These losses.
This is why the NFL is so great.
It is. What about that Sunday nighter Unbelievable game.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
66-yard field goal for Baltimore.
You ever seen a kick like that?
No. We've seen the double doink.
I remember seeing one in college, like in a college game, maybe like 10 years ago, that did that. It hit the upright proper and then came down the crossbar and then went in.
Unbelievable.
But it wasn't from, I mean, he doinked it down and in, right? It wasn't like that. That kick was just an inch over 66 yards.
Yes.
Which should have been dead crossbar. I thought for sure. I was like, oh, he missed it. And then I saw it hit the net and was like, oh, it bounced. Because they rarely bounce back. They usually bounce into the field of play.
Right. And it's funny because I think it was.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was say then you got the idiots in that Jacksonville game where they tried
the longest
ever at 68 yards and then Homie brought it back out 109 to tie the longest play ever. And like it's fun because like no one will ever break that record because you can't, right?
No.
The field's only 109 yards long. It's the most you can run.
Yep.
And it went from this historic try to a historic touchdown. And it's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
All right. So we were talking about Aaron Rodgers and his man bun. But it seems like if Aaron Rodgers has 37 seconds, he can't be beat.
Yeah, 37 seconds is too long.
That's a little too long. What a great game to watch.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic. What is going on with your Seahawks, bro?
Well, it's a tale of two seasons. Last year, we were first in second half offense and last in first half offense. And this year, we are first in first half offense and last in second half offense. More importantly, is that the defense is atrocious. It's atrocious. Worse than we ever thought we were. It's all shambles. There's no pressure. We thought that we had that fixed. We clearly do not. Our cornerbacks are suspect. Safeties aren't on the same page. Like that's just where it is. And it does. To be honest, it doesn't matter. The offense puts up enough points to win the game if the defense was serviceable. So you can't pin this on the offense.
No, you can't.
As terrible as they've played in the second half, it's still not, optimum. But they're not. There are certain times
in the season when you circled something off your calendar and you're there going, "This is a gimme." That was a gimme against Minnesota.
Yeah.
I know. Every team
they gave it to us last year, and we had a real hard time with them because they run exactly what is this Seahawks Achilles heel, which is those comeback routes and that center slant. And so they knew that's what was going to happen to them. You think with Dalvin Cook being out that would matter, but it didn't. I mean, that, Madison set his career best at 112 yards. So, the defense is just terrible. That's what it is. But it's week 3. So, I mean, they have a chance to right the ship. It's just they're not going to win the NFC West, though, the way it goes.
Yeah. No, not at this moment. No, not at all. Like right now, the Rams look
we're looking up at the Rams and also at the Cardinals being undefeated.
Yeah.
You got to jump and you put yourself in a hole with 2 losses. So you have to you're going to have to sweep those teams out to get where you need to go. And this is the only way around it. The only way that Seattle gets back into the NFC West is if they sweep the Rams and they sweep Arizona.
Yeah, you have to win all 4.
The only way they can do it.
Yeah, all 4 of those games.
All 4 of those games. They're going to have to
crazy.
because that's the only way they're going to be able to balance out their losses and then
that's
not lose.
Too much. That's too much pressure.
It's not even pressure. It's unfeasible.
And this is the crazy part, though, that this is like week 3 and already it looks this dire.
Yeah, maybe it's just still week 3 and there's an extra game this year.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think Kansas City is going to be the most dangerous team out there after back-to-back losses like that?
I don't know what Kansas City's problem is, though. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
Is it Patrick Mahomes coming back to real down to earth? Is the line that terrible? Is the offensive are his weapons a step slower? Is that why they're reaching for Josh Gordon?
Yeah. Well, did you see that
What's
one
the
play where
difference?
you see that
It's
one
not
play?
scheme,
Yeah.
right? It's not scheme because they've been able
He
to run with everyone
overthrew
seeing
them.
the tape.
He overthrew his receiver going
Yeah.
for that field goal try there. He overthrew him. It was ugly to look at. I'm like, what is going on?
You know,
here?
you have to, Patrick's young and he just got paid. You have to wonder what his offseason was like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
saw him in a
what?
bunch of commercials.
Yeah.
I saw him at a bunch of concerts. I saw him on vacation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He got a shoe contract. I bet he was in shoe meetings.
Yeah.
Maybe. But again.
And how old is he?
24.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah. He's got all sorts of money right now. Yeah. What would I be doing with that at 24?
You know, I mean, I'm not saying he's not working, but is he focused?
No.
It was the same beef I had with Russell Wilson when he married Sierra and got with Sierra's money.
Yeah.
On top of his own money. And he started all this other shit, like the cooking club and, all these other interests that he had. And I was very vocal last year about all the garbage that I thought he was doing when he should be paying attention to this season. And he wasn't preparing like he had been. And we saw it in his play. You can see it in Russell's play now. Right? Mm-hmm. Russell's the reason they lost against Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can't have an overtime like that and almost take a safety on third down. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You can't do it. Your knees down the half-yard line. You took a 17-yard loss on third down in overtime. Stupid.
That's terrible. Yeah. Hey,
you're gonna make me curse.
What about Josh Allen, my man? Yeah, that week one was a blip, bro. That was a blip. That guy shredded. He shredded Washington last week. Shredded them.
He shredded the 25th ranked defense.
Did you? Whoa.
Shocker.
Whoa.
Shocker.
Did you see?
He didn't throw a pass that traveled over 10 yards. That was complete.
Are you kidding me? You are kidding me right now. Did you watch that game?
Yes, he did. I did. Shots.
At least 15 yards, 20 yards, a couple of them. Yes.
Alex Smith has a stronger arm than Josh Allen does.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Listen, Tom Brady made it a whole entire career throwing little dink and dunks. So it was good for Tom.
So you're saying he does throw dink and dunks?
No, but he does sometimes.
Are you comparing him to Tom Brady?
Can't compare him to Tom Brady. Come on now. I'm just saying it was good enough for him.
Okay. Does Josh Allen also eat avocado ice cream and upwards of 20 almonds a week?
Yeah. No, that's crazy. I don't know. Let's stop talking about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady eats about 20 almonds a day, is what he said.
I did want to bring up about your abysmal fantasy football season so far right now, man. It's
never a good look when the commissioner wins all the time. So we have that go.
I love you, buddy. I love you.
I also would just like to point out that while you're, in your spot of talking about all these things, I've still scored more points than both of your teams have. So matchups do matter. So while I know you get joy in me losing, just know that I just played better matchups than you because I'm still outscoring you.
Hey, you know who the shocker for this right now in the league? My man, Jeremy Hawks. He's a shocker.
Yep. He's the ringer. Good job, Jeremy. I'm proud of you.
I'm telling you. Jeremy was on the show. He was on episode 1 of season 3. So go check that episode out there. Great guy. And he's kicking all of our butts right now. So
he's got it figured out.
All right, man. So I wanted to get into it. I got 4 wrong. You got 5 wrong this week. But the 2 big ones I wanted to pull out was the Rams against the Bucks. I got that one right.
I don't know that anyone wants us to pull out 2 big ones right now, but maybe.
And the Cowboys against Philly. How could you pick Philly? That was Dak Prescott's first game back in Dallas.
Listen to me. I just need you to know this. I hate the Cowboys almost as equally as I hate the Rams.
That's okay. All right.
I don't have either of them. Like, that's it. I'm not picking them in anything. I'm picking against them every single week.
Like
because
we
on paper, right? Like, gun to my head or money on the table, I'm taking Dallas at home, especially with no points. It's easy. Yeah. And I'm taking the Rams at home with no points. It's easy.
Yeah.
But guess what? I got real hate for both those teams. So guess what? I'm not choosing. I'm not choosing any of those two teams. You know why? Because it doesn't matter.
Man, I did want to say that Tom Brady reached over 80,000 yards, second player now to do it. He's going to eclipse Drew Brees, right?
He's going to play till he's 50, so
probably. I don't know though, man. There was a chink of that armor that the Chargers. I mean, Justin Herbert looked great. Yeah. We both got that wrong.
We got the because he picked the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably bet
Justin
against
Herbert,
the Chiefs this coming week. You want to talk about a surprise for this week, and then we can wrap ourselves up here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because we don't. It's hard to pick them all because now we don't have any injury reports or any of those things. So.
Oh no! Yeah, it's.
Ooh. Does Tom win in New England?
Well, that's the story right now.
Sunday night.
You just come off a lot. You just come off a loss. I think he's mad. I think he's got a lot to prove.
Who wins when they're more upset, Bill or Tom?
I don't know because they were playing with each other. That sounds so terrible. They were playing on the same organization, and I don't know. But I think they're both competitive, highly competitive, both coming off of losses. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. But I think Tom has something more to prove.
Yeah.
I think Bill Belichick wants to prove something as well. But I think Tom is coming back with a vengeance and is probably going to they're going to beat up on New England. New England is getting rid of.
I think we're underestimating Bill Belichick and his ability to scheme around Bruce Arians. But
maybe, but your quarterback, you're now looking like a fool getting rid of Cam Newton.
I don't disagree. I'm just standalone game.
Mm-hmm. I think Tom. I think the Bucs. They win. They pull this one up. I hate saying it. It feels so disgusting coming out of my mouth. But yeah. What's that?
I said that's what she said. It just slipped out. I was like, "Oh, please don't come back to me," because I don't want that. But there we are, friends. Man, you know what? There's not a lot of great games this weekend, which means there's going to be great games this weekend.
Look at this. Jaguars, Bengals. To me, that's a great game. You have two up-and-coming quarterbacks there.
Sure. I feel like it's a Cincinnati walk all day long. I don't see any way that Jacksonville wins that game.
I don't think Jacksonville wins it either.
I think Urban Meyer's just go to USC and save us all the thing. Washington, Atlanta, boo. Right. Buffalo's going to smoke Houston. We can agree to that.
Oh,
Chicago's going to just I don't think the Detroit-Chicago game is going to be any good because they're both playing terrible football right now. Carolina-Dallas doesn't have any spark, right? Indy at Miami.
No. What are you talking about? Carolina-Dallas doesn't have any spark. You're talking about Sam Bradford 3-0, and you're talking about Dak Prescott playing fantastic football.
Okay, first of all, it's Sam Darnold. If you're going to jump into my weeds, okay? It's not Sam Bradford, it's Sam Darnold.
Did I say Sam Darnold?
You said Sam Bradford.
Oh, wow. Sam Darnold. That was a senior moment there. I meant Sam Darnold.
So if you're going to jump into my weedies, you better have the name correct.
But straight up, I can't believe you just glossed over that. You just glossed over a 3-0 team. Oh, yeah, that's nothing.
I just think Carolina's defense is better than Dallas's offense and vice versa. I just don't think it's a good game.
It's going to be a great game. You're talking about right now, Dak Prescott, I'm sure feels I got something to prove.
Okay.
Sam Bradford's there playing.
You're going to watch it standalone?
As what? What time is it being played at? 4?
No.
1?
If that's the game that's on the local affiliate, or you can watch Red Zone, where are you watching?
Oh, I'm watching my Bills because that's my local area.
Sure. I'm just saying if that's the game on in your local area.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll be honest. I mean,
it's not that good.
I'd be watching Rams and Cardinals if it was at the same time. I mean,
yep, that's what I'm saying. It's not that good of a game.
It is a good game. It's definitely a good game.
Anyway, Colts Miami sucks. Cleveland,
Oh,
Minnesota.
look. Okay, wait a second. So Cowboys Panthers are playing at 1. So I mean, in that whole entire area there, what's playing at 1 o'clock here? I mean, Kansas City and Eagles.
Good early games. It's not a good game.
Yeah, Kansas City. Well, no, come on now. My Bills are playing.
Tennessee, the Jets, not a good game. I'm just saying,
no,
they're not good games. You're going to watch the Buffalo game. That's it. I'm watching Red Zone, and I'll see the best plays from all of them. Because
the Browns are going to spank on the Vikings.
Yes. I'm just saying there's no good matchups. Arizona, Los Angeles, Rams at the 1 o'clock window is probably the best matchup of the day. Who's the winner?
That's a 4 o'clock matchup. Oh, it's your 1 o'clock. I see what you're saying. I'm
saying it's the best matchup of the day. Is Arizona and Rams.
I agree. There's a lot riding on that first place.
If you've been listening to me at all, it's Arizona.
No, I'm not going with that. Matthew Stafford's got a team.
You've been listening, sure. What did I just say 5 minutes ago?
There's been a lot said.
I hate the Rams.
I know that. I know that.
And I will never pick them.
Oh, wait. How can you hate the Rams and like the Cardinals a little?
Sean McVay stole my haircut.
Okay, all right. That's a fair statement. Okay, all right. So we'll blame Sean McVay. Okay. Thing is, that's the best game. That one and the 49ers and Seahawks, because you know there's going to be some sort of fireworks in that one.
Yep.
But then and I'm sorry. Denver,
Pittsburgh, Green Bay sucks. I mean,
Denver,
they're good teams, right? But Denver's winning and Green Bay's winning.
Somebody's got to lose.
On what planet does Green Bay lose to Pittsburgh? Is the way that Pittsburgh's playing.
Oh no! I'm talking about Broncos and Ravens. Like somebody's got to lose that game.
Yeah, that's a better game. I think Baltimore's just so decimated by injuries. They carrying through, but there they are.
And Teddy Bridgewater, the man who I said before we came into season 3 that was going to have the big turnaround season. What's he doing? He's having the big turnaround season.
A great first 3 weeks.
Hey, that's all you need in order to build confidence.
It's not all you need to make the playoffs.
It's true. Yeah, and then after that, the Sunday night game, of course, is the one that everybody's looking at, Tampa Bay and Patriots. Honestly, it's a snoozer. I do think it's Bucks winning it by a lot. It's Mac Jones is going to be out of his depth. Tom Brady is going to be playing. But Tom Brady's getting old. I mean, I don't know. So
not as old as you.
What do you think of this Raiders Chargers on Monday night?
Yeah.
Raiders Chargers.
Chargers by a lot, I think. It's in LA. I like the Chargers this year. I think they're good.
I'm gonna, you know what? It's hard for me to disagree with you on that. Yeah.
They look real good.
Yeah. Who do you think Ravens Broncos?
It's in Denver. I'm just gonna say Denver. I think it's a coin flip.
It is. All right, you're gonna say Denver. I'm really upset, but just to make it, because I cannot agree with you with everything, I'm gonna pick Baltimore.
Okay, I like it. All right, kids. That's the show. Thanks to Bodega Brawl, Flyers Brewery, and Smooth My Balls for being our sponsors, and whoever else you heard this thing. We, we're on the radio now, so we got a bunch of sponsors. We're all good. Hey, Sean, always a pleasure.
Absolutely, my man.
Back to our.
I look forward to whatever we get
soon.
to talk. I look forward to it every time we get to talk.
We make time for this thing, and listen. If I can tell you anything, kids, it's this. Make time for your friends because it always matters.
I like it.
And if you can't be good at it.
Right. Oh.
Peace.
You've listened to the podcast, but now it's time to visit us in our virtual sports bar. Get all of our info at guysbeersports.com, where you can find all the ways to connect with us. Watch for live conversations with Brad and Sean that happen throughout the week, and join in with your favorite local beer. You can share your thoughts in the conversation comments with your own uploaded videos, or even join us as a guest live commentator. The GBS Virtual Sports Bar is open for business. Come on in, boys and girls.